All right, how you guys doing? Tonight we're going to have a great show. We've got games, we've got music, we've got chat. We've got it all tonight. I'm trying out a new microphone just for kicks and giggles, so why not? Let's get this party started. It is November 5th. Awesome. Why? I don't know. It's just we're getting to the end of the year. We're getting closer to Christmas. Thanksgiving's coming. I've already been packing away some goods here in my stomach for Thanksgiving, so I don't have to eat. I'll just be fasting for that month. Hope you guys are good. Hope you guys are good. Looks like Levi is feeling under the weather. Sorry about that. Thanks for all the people that were here ready to go when the live was getting going before we even launched. Tom Lovelady, good to see you. Sycamore Fahana. Deborah's in the chat already. Tuber's already here. Bridget is already here. We've got a whole mess load of people already hanging out with us tonight. Let's tackle a few things that happened today in history. Let's see. On November 5th, 1994, George Foreman, aged 45 years old, becomes boxing's oldest heavyweight champion when he defeats 26-year-old Michael Moorer in the 10th round of the WBA fight in Las Vegas. I was there. No, I wasn't. More than 12,000 spectators at the MGM Grand Hotel watched Foreman dethrone Moorer, who went into the fight with a 35-0 record. What? Foreman obviously was a beast of a fighter before this fight at age 45. But what's funny about this fight is he dedicated his upset win to all my buddies in the nursing home and to all the guys in jail. He went ahead and said that I dedicate that to you guys. But the nursing home one cracks me up. All right, here's another one. I forgot to write what year it was, but it would have been, I don't know, in the 70s because it was about Richard Nixon winning one of the closest elections in U.S. history. So look it up there whenever Nixon won his over Republican challenger, defeating Vice President at the time, Hubert Humphrey. Because of the strong showing of a third-party candidate, George Wallace, neither Nixon nor Humphrey received more than 50% of the popular vote. So there you have it. And if we're ever primed for a third-party time frame in the U.S., this might be it. So we're starting our own party called the Non-Extremes. Let's do the cool people together. Okay, I'm just kidding. We don't talk politics or religion here, so I'll just shut up about that right now. Here's a cool one. Why is my cable stuck around that? Let go. All right, there you go. Here's a cool one. In 1605, the gunpowder plot was foiled in England. What's the gunpowder plot, you might wonder? This was a failed attempt by a group of English Roman Catholics, including Guy Fawkes, who was their intent was to assassinate King James I and blow up the House of the Lords, or the Parliament, in other words. The event is commemorated to this day annually in the UK. It's known as Bonfire Night. That was news to me. See, you learn something cool every time you come into the live. But I saved the best one for last because this is really cool. It's a two-parter, actually. Get in front of the screen. Two-parter. Check this out. You've all have heard of Susan B. Anthony, I'm sure, because she has a dollar coin in the U.S., so it's a big deal. And that's very, very cool. But did you know why she was so famous? In 1872, about 50 years before women were allowed to vote, actually, if I remember correctly, it's around that time frame, Victoria Woodhull actually became the first woman to technically run for president of the United States. She was a prominent advocate for women's rights and suffrages, and her candidacy was quite controversial at the time, as you can imagine. I mean, think about the way times were then compared to they are now. Woodhull was the candidate in 1872 from the Equal Rights Party, supporting women's suffrages and equal rights. Her running mate, who was also elected but separately, unbeknownst to him, was abolitionist leader Frederick Douglass. You would have known who Frederick Douglass was if you paid attention in American history class. So that's significant because the first thing I read about was in 1872, was that 48 years before, so not quite 50 years, 48 years before American women, Susan B. Anthony illegally attempted to cast a vote in the presidential election. She, who had devoted 5 decades of her life to women's suffrage, gets arrested 2 weeks later for the shenanigan and is tried and convicted the following year. It's funny that a woman would be somehow allowed to run for president, but then women couldn't vote for her. Times have changed for the better. Times have definitely changed for the better. Anyway, those are very cool things I think that you could appreciate. I think I got through all of them. I did. So there you go. That's our Today in History. Let's go to our intro video and we'll transition to some music. Are you ready? Here we go. All right, welcome. I hope you guys are ready for a good night. I was trying to think of a great song to transition away about that, but I couldn't think of one. I was like, oh, something about, being brave or being, can you imagine being in that time frame where women weren't allowed to vote? Just the things that we take for granted now, 75 years ago, 100 years ago, were so crazy that they were not the norm. So let's see, does this guy ever play music? I don't know. I appreciate you guys here. I'm going to start off with Tuber's favorite song. Actually, it's not at all. Let me know if the mic doesn't sound good. We'll transition back to the other one. I've got it over here on the counter if it doesn't sound good. I'm going to plug in the other half of my guitar signal. That was terrible. They'll be fine, but just like I'm telling you, baby. These things that you to your bones and drive. But when you place your head between my collar and jaw, I don't know much, but there's no weight at all. I'm damned if I do, and I'm damned if I don't. Yeah. So if I say I miss you, I know that you won't. But I miss you in the morning when I see the sun. Yeah. Something in the orange tells me we're not done. To you, I'm just a man. To me, you're all I am. Where the hell am I supposed to go? I poison myself again. Something in the orange tells me you're never coming home. You guys here ready to have a good time tonight? I'm ready to have a good time. I need to hear you say you've been waiting all night. There's orange dancing in your eyes from bulb light. Your voice only trembles when you try to speak. Take me back to us dancing this wood used to supposed to go. I poisoned myself again. Something in the orange tells me you're never coming home. If you leave today, I'll just stare at the way the orange touches all things around. The grass, trees, and too, how I just hate you. Please turn those headlights around. Please turn those headlights around. Like something landed on my nose in the middle of that thing. Anyway, how are you guys doing tonight? So you got Brittany in the house now, and let's see, Tuber's inviting people to Pittsburgh. I'm not sure what's going on there. Great song about oranges. Woo! Anyway, that was Zach Bryan, I think that guy's name is. So there you go. According to the site, the stream is healthy and status is excellent. That's what mine says up here. Do you guys have something different? Is somebody having an issue? Just buffer for a few seconds. I don't know. That's a little strange. Bingo was his name. O-P-I-N-G-O-P-I. That's Jerry singing this little song. All right, let's do a little Green Day. Let's change it up. Jerry's like, yeah, well, there should be some kind of sign. Maybe a speed limit sign or dead end sign, if nothing else? I don't know. No through, what is it where it says like there's no through traffic? I can't remember what that sign says. Anyway, where are you guys chatting from? Are you in the U.S.? Are you outside of the U.S.? If you want to put in there something completely random, you're welcome to do that. Just tell us where you're not from. That's fine too. Just put something in there about, you being cool. Bridget did a nice little emoji there walking alone. I like that. Humph. No street or road or path emojis. That's disappointing. What on earth? Deborah might or might not be from Louisiana. Welcome, Deborah. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Lake Charles, Louisiana, as usual. Some people like to, move around on their days. La Paz. I think that's Bolivia, right, Stigomorpha? You know me, I'm a real South American nut. Not from New York, says Leanne. Nice. I'm not either from New York. I've been to New York one time for about 6 hours. Went to a Yankees game for 3 of them, so. Western Kentucky, cool. Yeah. She was more like a beauty queen from a movie scene. I said, don't mind what you do to me. I am the one who'll dance on the floor and around. I am the one who will dance on the floor and around. Yeah. She told me her name as she crossed the sea, that every husband has a dreamed of being the one who will dance on the floor and around. Yeah. People always told me, what you do, don't go around breaking young girls' hearts. And mother always told me, be careful who you love, be careful what you do, 'cause a lie becomes the truth. Hey, hey, Billie Jean is not my lover. She's just a girl who claims that I am the one, but the kid is not my son. Days and for 40 nights, the law was on her side. But who can stand when she's in demand of her schemes and her plans? 'Cause we danced on the floor and around, yeah. So take my strong advice, just remember to always think twice, yeah. She told my baby we'd dance till 3, then she looked at me. Showed a photo of baby crying, his eyes looked like mine. Go on and dance on the floor, get around, baby. People always told me, be careful what you do, don't go around breaking young girls' hearts. She came and stood right beside me, the smell of sweet perfume. This happened much too soon. She called me to her room, yeah. Billie Jean is not my lover. She's just a girl who claims that I am the one. The kid is not my son. He is not my lover. She's just a girl who claims that I am the one. The kid is not my son. My son. All right, that's going to be my version of that tonight. That song, I haven't practiced that. It's got hand cramps. All right. Hey, Mark Starlin's made it into the live. He's a celebrity around these parts, so make sure you're following that guy. He's got really fancy glasses on in his emojis as well. Leah, welcome, welcome, welcome. Cheers. Cheers says, I didn't know you could turn that into a suburban coffee house song. Why not? That's a great comment. I love that. Love that, love that, love that. If Billie Jean is not my lover, this is the poll in the chat. So if you're watching this, sometime in the future, make sure you open up the live chat. A lot of funny comments are happening here. The poll says, if Billie Jean is not my lover, who exactly is she? Is it a girl in accounting who vibes weird? That won the poll. Second place was a misunderstood moonwalker. Makes sense with the Billie Jean being a Michael Jackson song. A reason not to check voicemail, 13%. Not your lover, but is your lesson. Ooh, 16 people voted on that. You guys are funny. How about we do some John Prine to get us going? Window shopping through the past, ran across the looking glass, reflecting moments remaining in a burned out life. The tragic magic, prayers of passion, stay the same through the change in fashion. They freeze my mind like water on a winter. Spend most of my youth out hobo cruising, yeah, and all I got for proof is rocks in my pockets and dirt in my shoes. So goodbye, non-believer. Don't you know that I hate to leave here? So long, babe, I got the flashback blues. The photographs show the laughs recorded in between the bad times, sailors dancing on a sinking ship. The cloudy sky and dead blue flies, waving goodbye with tears in my eyes. Well, sure I made it, but you know it was a hell of a trip. Spend most of my youth out hobo cruising, yeah, and all I got for proof is rocks in my pockets and dirt in my shoes. And 10 times what it grieves you, and that's how much more I hate to leave you now. So long, babe, I got the flashback blues. Spend most of my youth out hobo cruising, yeah, and all I got for proof is rocks in my pockets and dirt in my shoes. So goodbye, non-believer. Don't you know that I hate to leave here? So long, babe, I got the flashback blues. So long, babe, I got the flashback blues. Yeah, so long, babe, I got the flashback blues. Yeah, so get lost already. I'm just kidding. Oh, my nose is crazy tonight. Hope that doesn't bother you any. Is your stream having issues? That's the new poll. Oh my goodness. What's going on? The views are low. What does it say? The stream's current bit rate, blah, blah, blah. Open Studio. Let me see if I can do something about this. Because I had to do an automatic thing. Normally I don't do that. What does that say? I need to make that bigger. Maybe I can read it all. It's higher than the recommended bit rate. We recommend blah, 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 blah. I don't know that I can change that on the fly. Oops, I just closed that on accident. Let me see if it'll let me change that. Yeah, it doesn't let me change that on the fly. You guys still there? All right, let's do this. Let's stop it. We're going to stop it, and we're going to come right back on again, all right? We'll make an adjustment and see if we can make it better, all right? Sorry about that, kids. Let's give it a shot.